700, 600 gold lead.
Yeah, it's not too much. Turtle's going to be up, but they'll make their way down here. Again, expanding rivers is the map, so quick rotation for the objectives. SRG doesn't want to go ahead and just start this up blindly, though. They do meet Lootby here in the mid lane. They knew he was going to rotate down, but not really able to do too much. Cram picking up a Enchanted Talisman. So now they'll decide to go ahead and start up this turtle. Kelro's getting a good push, though, into that turret. Turtle secured.
What a yeet coming in from Kyrie. That is the pulse thrown out by Stormy, no one home. That's an interesting start. I think Selangor Giants were overthinking it. They were considering we can take it slow, we have them by the ropes, and then Onic says, nah, we have you by the ropes. All this while, Kelra doesn't even care. I think he paid for that coaching session with that turret down bottom, and he said, I'm gonna get my reps. I will get my sandbag, and he will get a slow push. I don't think Innocent can stop this.
Yeah, again, I think he was treating that like a punching bag, basically, as a turret falls. Kelra just goes ahead, converts a turret for Onic, plus get that turtle. Helps them. Again, it's not a big lead or anything, but SRG was maintaining a small one. Now that's pretty much been taken care of. Sans holding on to his own Wrath of the Dryad here. This is a very slow-paced game in terms of fighting, because again, both teams' compositions are that way, right? Uni wants to get stacks, he wants to get kills, which he started, but Onic responds by just kind of slowing things down. If they can steal objectives, kind of take them away from SRG like that turret and like that turtle, then they're happy with that, because again, they're fighting into this game of we've got utility, right? I think that's the biggest thing on their side, is they've got utility to work with, and they have to be a little more they have to play a little more finesse with these team fights, just because of the crowd control overload.
Oh!
Okay, Yumes
coming in, flicker out the Dryad, stack pending on Sans, but he gets away. Uni says, I will get mine. Couple of iframes already. Kyrie looking for his man, finds it. Dash and Requiem closing the gap. Uni overextended himself. Selangor Giants already down about 1,000 gold. They miscalculated how much range they could play with. Onic are calling the shots. Kelra books another membership up top. He has a second punching bag to deal with.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and take that one down too. Last turtle is up. Again, Uni getting punished there. Loses a little bit of those stacks, of course, that he built up here with the Sky Piercer. And now Kelra continues to push. Someone's going to have to go deal with him. If he continues to do this, he might rotate down with the expanding rivers just so they can secure this third turtle. It's being held here. It's going to go for a reset. Kelra makes his way. Sounds will clear out the wave. He doesn't have an ultimate stolen yet.
Lootby doesn't even care, man. This is best case scenario. Onic have forced SRG to respond, but the Giants will take the turtle, and Lootby continues.
No.
Onic did not get to take advantage of Lootby's spacing. Oh, he does pop the consecration there, holding on to Purify. What is Onic playing here? What's the long-term benefit of playing footsies like that and not getting anything in return? SRG have effectively closed the gap. They stopped the bleeding. Joseph, there's just barely 2,000 between them. That could have definitely gotten worse, but SRG put a bandage. In comes Kelra. Punches Innocent in the face. Finds Keyboy, and it's enough to stop him. That traction pulse stops the rest of them. Now Uni finds Kyrie coming in with one dash, an iframe. A little bit more left in the tank. Uni wants stacks. Finds Keyboy. Takes a bit of damage from Kelra. Punch to the face. Spell Vamp will keep him topped up. Just like that, a domino effect. SRG now close the gap once again. Barely 500 between them.
Well, I don't know. You asked me what was the play, what was the long game here for Onic. Well, I think they're losing control of the potential for something to happen here, Leo, because now the tier 2 turret up top most likely going to go down as SRG is controlling the space. They do clear out the wave, but it's under half health now. And with a Lord coming up in about 45 seconds, SRG is showing that right now they just have kind of this, they have more damage to work with. I mean, Keyboy was deleted there, it seemed like, from Uni. You know, he's able to go and happen. And maybe this will tell us why. The items that we're looking at right now, you can see a bit of a difference over there for the XP, the mid, and the jungle, obviously. But one of the biggest things, again, is just the threat of stacks on a Hirara. Even without the crazy amount of damage that we're used to seeing with marksmen, for example, when they get that whole that trinity of items set up, it's just the amount of burst and ability they can work with here. And here's one of the things Onic has to do is, you know, again, crowd control being SRG's one of their biggest favors. We saw it earlier in one of the team fights where if your Wrath of the Dryad or your I'm Offended, and even the Traction Pulse don't land the way that they want them to, then you can re-engage into the fight and make something happen with themselves. Kelra more so just has to kind of wait for that opening, you know, that's one of the main things. He's mostly just been punching turrets. Well, pretty soon he's going to have to start punching SRG here. This Lord is up. It's being slowly worked on, but they can go ahead and just delay this further. There will be a wave cleared up top by Uni as they go ahead and get ready to take this. They might just look for a fight. Conceal's used. Okay.
Lord here, taking quite a bit, down to a quarter. Uni going to punch him. Lutpi holding down, left mid brush. Taking a few hits from Stormy. Lord gets reset. No action just yet. Coming in! Big 3-man! Make it a 4-man! Requiem coming through! But the damage isn't true. Kelra couldn't get the right punches. There's the stolen Wrath of the Dryad. Yums once more. Cram putting about a bit of damage, dancing around him. Shields for you, shields for me. Down goes Stormy. Sans finds him. Now Innocent falls. SRG are down 2 men. Yums running away. He's burning. He lives. And now the iframe tames Uni as well. But another circling eagle. Does this ult not have a cooldown? Onic are happy with what they got. Cram maybe one more, make it 3. They missed a hat trick. Uni iframes through, but Kelra catches him in the chin. And now Cram might fall, but Cram does find Kelra first. 3 for 1. Massive win for Onic. We're going back and forth here, Joseph, as Kyrie threatens another ult, and he finds it. The Requiem plus the stolen Wrath of the Dryads once again. The pulse won't stop it. T-Boy falls. Hume's still alive. Lutpi trying to put Ionic Edge sacks. Kyrie gets a double. Now Stormy gonna be up next. Kyrie! Stormy gets taken down. Innocent. Not enough life steal on this Ruby. That's a wipeout. Onic go for the Lord.
They played the long game, Leo. What a team fight. That was dragged out so much that we saw, what, 2, 3 circling eagles and a bunch of setup potential, and they're going to be able to secure themselves a Lord here. But man, talk about patience. You know, being able to maneuver around that, you know, Kelra able to go ahead and secure the kills there when he needed to. But then it was just Lutpi being that frontline bulwark and then playing around Keyboy's guiding wind and circling eagle, allowing Kyrie the opportunity to find the right moments of, okay, I can jump in here with that spatial migration, violent requiem when it's up, and make it happen. I mean, these are such long and extended team fights. And think, the last time we used to see this is every single time there was a revitalize on the play. But now there isn't. It's just these compositions. They allow these long team fights to happen. And now for SRG, they're going to lose some real estate across the map. The top tier 2 goes down. Kyrie pushes that. They got to deal with this Lord as it's going to slowly make its way to the base turret. Meanwhile, mid turret should go down next. But
I'll tell you now,
knocking on the base.
It's cooldown and spell vamp. That's what's causing all of this, and they're forcing purifies. As soon as Onic finds that, they go for the kill. Threatening that push on the bottom lane inhibitor. Mid falls, Lutpi taken down by Uni. Stacks traded here and there. Gets one up. Some key item pickups for Selangor Red Giants. Onic are happy with what they did. No more outer turrets for Malaysia's champions.
Okay. They find a Lutpi. I'm so surprised that he goes down that quick. But yeah, they lose some holy defense shield. Now SRG's looking for a potential play here. Kyrie sees them.
Oh, massive Requiem finds 3. Comes in for another circling eagle. Serves up Innocent. And now even Yums won't survive. Cram is dancing away his troubles. He will survive, thankfully. Has enough tankiness. Flicker and combo coming in from the gold standard. Down goes Uni. Cram the only one left. It's a wipeout. KK gets 2 KOs. And now they go straight for the inhibitor. And I think this is where we say, that's it.
Onic played the long game in this best of 3 against SRG. The sustainability, the shields, and the mobility coming in clutch in game 1 to give them the upper hand against SRG. We'll have to see some things change here, of course, for Selangor Red Giants. But man, these were extended team fights. And I gotta say, Keyboy was able to make this all possible on that Matilda. That Matilda hero has picked up more and more and more over the past couple days here at Games of the Future 2026. Let's go to a break before we head on over to Game 2.
And what a game right there. Onic versus SRG right there. I mean, the first map down, and then Onic is continuing its streak of winnings. I mean, they are not just stopping it. They are unstoppable practically, right? We are back here on the desk after the map one. Here we have Steel Boko with me. My name is Heidi. And this is going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. The first game, Onic wins again. There is no failure for Onic yet. What do you think?
I think it's just purely amazing. I got no words to express my feelings. I mean, SRG played extremely well the first 4 minutes, and they got the first turtle, and then they were applying the pressure. However, magically from minute 6, I would say 6 and more forward, it just was incredible. Like one stop on team fight, because they got twice. They got -4 for Onic, and they were killing everybody. And there was nothing. I mean, there's nothing SRG could do. But before that, nonetheless, we'd like to appreciate our title sponsor here at the MOBA Mobile. It's Freedom. Freedom. Thank you very much for being a general, making a general sponsor and being supportive for this awesome discipline. And without you, this whole event wouldn't be possible. Thank you very much for your support. And let's get back into the game itself. I mean, yeah, just like what I said, 2 team fights. After the team fight, there's nothing SRG could do.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of saw how it went yesterday with the Onic, how they performed, especially when initially the SRG actually went ahead and was taken. We can see the highlights up on the screen, but we saw the Onic perform pretty much the same when they were facing yesterday with the DFYG on the second game. I mean, it was very close. DFYG was going ahead, but then there was a huge turnaround, starting with Kyrie getting the load steal. But here are the today's highlights right there. We can see how Onic actually turned the game around, and then after that there was no stopping. It was like on and on. It was going on and on. But I think early on we got really good fights starting early on, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the teams were always on point, always there. I mean, now we see Silangor just making more 2 kills. And this is the fight on the mid fight, right? So there's going to be a huge turnaround for Team Onic, because from this moment, the game is right now is even. but they'll get 4 kills and then another 4 kills, and from those another 4 kills. It's just clearly impossible to do anything for the team of Selangor Red Giants.
I mean, yeah, I mean, as it went after the 10th minute, I think it went kind of non-stop for Onic. I mean, as soon as the Onic catched up to the tie, and then from there, Onic really rushed down to the end of the game really quickly. And we had some really good fights as well. And around, let's say, around 30 minutes, as we will see on the map, on the highlights, by the time, let's say, 12 to 30 minutes, the SRG didn't have any outer turrets to play with, so that was a very, I would say, disadvantage at the SRG side around that point. And then after that, it was kind of easy for Onic to go ahead, because just before they entered the base for SRG, they already had the team out, the SRG, right? I mean, that was easy for Onic right there to finish it off. I mean, exactly as how the caster said, that was the moment we all said, like, this is it. And there was nothing after that. They were ready for ending the game right there. We are seeing 13th minute right there. This is where we lost the outer turrets for completely for SRG, and then Onic was on a non-stop roll. I mean, when we look at even the draft phase, the Sands going with Valentina and Keyboy with the Matilda. I mean, that was interesting to see how that went, and Kyrie went with the Guinevere. But I mean, they made it. On it, I would say. I mean, there is no. That's the moment that we had a wipeout at 13:56 right there, and then it was an easy win at that point towards the end.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, the Uranus was so crazy.
Yes.
I mean, the way how much damage he absorbed Ludpi, it's just insane. I'm just so curious to see how much damage he got on foot. And when Calera was playing at decent, everybody from the team of the Onic were playing decent, but for me, Ludpi was the most MVP, because he was the most annoying hero in the map, because we saw how he was clearly unkillable after minute 4 or 5. It's just, he just stood there and there's nothing you can do about it.
Of course, I mean, Uni also put up a really good performance right there for SRG with 4-3-4. I mean, that's 4 kills and 4 assists. Even though there are 3 deaths, I mean, he went with Hirara right there. I mean, a hyper-mobile assassin. So, and also I mean, we keep seeing that thing, the conversation where we saw Uni coming in instead of Seekais, and that was a really good move. Actually, I mean, he actually did perform really good as a jungler right there for SRG. But let's not forget, making all your life easier. We all love it, because we all like everything on one single app, and that's where the Yandex Go comes in. Make sure you scan the QR code up on the screen, download Yandex Go, because it's gonna be so easy for you on your daily life to get everything in one app. So make sure you do that, do not miss that one. We are only one map down for the first match, which is Onic versus SRG, and again, Onic is still on a roll.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're gonna even see them fail today, because the next map is gonna decide that, right? I mean, we have the stats up on the screen for both the maps. What do you think, Steel?
I wish I could see the Loot P, for example.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how much damage he got. I mean, damage taken. Kyrie just played amazing. He has a wonderful KDA of 9. They have similar, what is it called? Similar gold with the Uni and Kyrie.
Yeah.
It's just both of those players, actually, they were here at the panel, guys, yesterday, and it would be interesting to see how they're gonna play with number 2. I mean, Haiti, honestly, man, I have no idea if Onic is going to be beatable, because for me, Selangor Red Giants is the only one team, I think, in the entire tournament who can actually beat them. I mean, we can say about Aurora, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, remind you guys, SRG actually, those guys who have won Aurora in the 2-0 in their group stage. So if SRG fails right now, I think the Onic is gonna get another trophy in their sleeve. Yeah.
I mean, two tournaments, 2 games of the futures in a row. We don't know yet, but we are just seeing how Onic is moving ahead this fast and unbeatable state. We are yet to see the MVP for today, but I mean, it was good performance there. We have the MVP, Kelra. There we go. We got Kelra. I mean, this is the second. I mean, yesterday we had Kelra as the MVP for their second map. We have the MVP right there, 64% kill participation and 758 GPM. Got 4 kills, 1 death and 5 assists. Good performance. Right?
I mean, he was always there on point.
Yeah.
Keller is always making more than he needs to do. I mean, it's like, in terms of like he does always above the average. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
always there on the point, always makes those important kills, important moves, and shout out to Killer for being amazing player. Moving forward,
Yep.
now Selangor Red Giants, do they have a chance actually to at least take one game off of Team Onic?
I was really wondering because yesterday Selangor Red Giants went with their that combo of Melissa and Harley.
Yeah.
And then they took both the games. Like you said, I mean, it had really good win rates as well as Steelbox was said yesterday.
Yeah, I mean now I think the other teams are listening because they got the BANTU series, so we didn't see any. We don't get to see any Melissa. We don't get to see any Harley because both of the heroes were banned. And moreover, now we see actually Melissa. I mean Valentina and Barretts are actually getting more and more in the game, and Beleric also getting more picked, I would say, in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, the SRG, I mean, we have to admit that we still have one more chance, right, for SRG to somehow grab the hold of this tournament.
There is a one chance, and then there is going to be a last chance, because if they want to be at the finals for tomorrow, it's they have to step up and change a little bit.
That's true.
But what to change, I honestly don't know. Maybe the drafts, maybe they need to pick Melissa first and ban other heroes, and hope they get other heroes that they would like to get.
Yeah,
We'll
I mean, as
definitely
for the combo that we saw Harley and Melissa, last time Innocent picked Melissa, but this time he went with Ruby, who's a durable front line with heavy CC. But I don't know, do you think they're going to get back to the old combo again, yesterday's combo?
We'll definitely see. It's hard to say, to predict anything. It's all the matter on the drafting stage, and we'll see how they prepare, because we don't get to hear any insider information per se. So no expectancies, but I hope the game will be game 3, because otherwise the game will be quick.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, shout out to Selangor Red Giants, because they played first 4 minutes phenomenally.
Yes.
They got the kills, they got the turtle, they were taking the mid and the map control overall.
Yeah.
However, I mean, Onic is just great players, so they nonetheless they got a good net worth lead. We hear that players are getting ready, and so our casters are getting ready. Leo and Naiso, please take it away, guys. Let's get to watch the second game.
Okay, thank you guys again for breaking things down there for game number 1. Again, big shout outs to Ilyas and Heidi for being a part of this. You know, it's been a pleasure. And now going into game 2, we have to make some adjustments. I would say, especially if you're SRG off of that, kind of the way the game unfolded. It was such an extended game, Leo, like this back and forth. And I don't know, maybe we got to start banning the Matilda out.
I'd like to think it's less extended because, let's be honest, Joseph, you and I have been doing this for the better part of a decade. We've seen longer fights. We've seen longer
It's a new
games.
era.
I think we're just normalizing. Yeah, no, it's such a new space in MLBB esports that everything that throws back to anything older is weird. So here I am, just with an open mind. I don't want to panic ban anything. If you ask me, there's a world where they just go back to their original bans, because there's a world where SRG actually won game 1.
That's true. I would say, I'm trying to think, if they let the Matilda go, I think they just have to change the order of the draft, or do what we saw yesterday, man, where it was basically what would I call it? The Filipino Ube versus the Turkish Delight, right?
Yeah,
because that's what it was. It was a Matilda on one lineup and then a Raphael on the other, right?
Okay.
And so maybe that might be one of the things where it's like, okay, if we see a Matilda, let's just grab a Raph or something else, that can help kind of match up to that.
To be fair, these two teams have gone too deep into the Southeast Asian macro that they can't, I think, based on how they're working, right? On the flip of a dime, switch over to something closer to the Turkish Delight. I think they've, even with Uni, right? Even with the switch up on Uni, even with, Kelra being there, if anything, that makes it worse, because Kelra actually spent a good amount of his career in the Filipino macro-centric metagame. So I'd say focus more on the task at hand. And look at that. There's only one band that changed, man. It's just the Paquito. And then
Just the Paquito.
everything else stock. Do we go... Would you? Would you go red,
Barretts?
blue one Barats or blue one Bellarek?
I think that, oh man, I think this is going to be blue on Barretts. They don't want to give that over to Lupi.
Or Hirara?
Yeah. Oh, that's the tough choice. That's a tough one because even so, Harara like was okay for Uni the last game, right? He was getting some stacks on the Sky Piercer and everything else. He was moving across the map. But I think having a Barretts would actually help them. They just have to be willing to trade that. So, dude, I think you give it over to Cram. You have to take this Barretts from
Okay.
Lupi. Okay, there you go.
But Onic are gonna make it so worth it. They can go Hirara
Bellarek.
and Bellarek. Exactly. I mean, that's what SRG got in game 1 and still lost. But
Yeah.
Onic knows the tempo. At least Onic now knows this is the kind of game we're playing. It's a slower, more Southeast Asian flavor.
Okay, let's see
Oh, look at this man
if they
flexing.
decide to do that. Yeah. Was that a World Collector? I
There's
can't see it
another
from
rank
here,
now,
man.
Joseph. There's a new
Is there?
rank.
What's the?
SRG, the punish. Usually when a gold laner dies, it's no bueno, but this time, as they say in Kazakhstan, Rahmet, I'll take that deal any day, twice on Saturdays. Purple, secured at least by Yums. It went from worse to bad.
It did. I don't think you want that purple buff on Yums, man. But you know what? Maybe it can help them go ahead and set something up through this because SRG, they're not too far behind. It's not the back foot that they're on. Backs aren't against the wall or anything like that. But Leo, it's reminding me of what we saw maybe a week or so ago with Kelra. The reaction times, I know we just died up there, but the reaction times are something that you always have to take note of. Whether he's flickering, whether he's just using the kit of the hero, it makes it so difficult to crash down on Kelra. And that's why SRG has to kind of commit a lot of resources to make sure that Kelra isn't there. He is starting to scale up here. He's got the Berserker's Fury and the Endless Battle now for that Clint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same issue with Sans. You have to consider, how do we find this main source of damage while still keeping our own essential kit for the re-engage? That's the problem SRG are dealing with right now. That's what put them about 2,000 gold behind. Onic are first to the Lord pit. Lord at a third of its health. Cram looking for a good target. Lutpi on his tail. They're not allowing him to fight it. Oh, but they do get Kelra! Oh, poof, throws him into the wall. Stolen Eternal Guard, turns it around. Down goes the gold standard. Kyrie finds Cram. And Kyrie gets another stack. 404. Death's not found. Kyrie looking to dodge around. Lutfi put down to 1/8 of his health. The mount on a Keyboy. Keyboy gets taken down by Innocent. And now they find sweet revenge on Ayums. Kyrie gets another stack. Make it 5. Onic do stop Selangor Giants from turning it into a conversion. Lord still standing.
Yep, so they stall at the Lord here. A really good fight, though, honestly, for SRG until they had to deal with Kyrie. This is one of the things you usually see. When we've seen a fully stacked Hirara, it's because of the patience, right? The patience to be able to get stacks. Okay, Loot. Oh, cutting it close.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Kelra flickers back. You won't get me twice, not in a minute. And Kyrie looking to take down Cram with the kind of burst that Kelra
Lord.
has, and those stacks should be possible, but yeah, they turn over to the Lord.
They go for the Lord. Let's see if they delay it.
Massive combo from Onic. They take down 2. Yums and Cram take a nap as Kyrie is 1 away from the max Skypiercer stacks. Oh, he's really bad now.
Oh, man, Leo. He's looking to be as bad as he can be. Almost fully stacked. This is going to be a Lord take here, but this is the problem, man. Look at this. Again, items fall in place. Lord secured. Loopy will keep things together. And it's crazy because Loopy, he's just got an Oracle Radiant Armor and Chastised Pauldron, but that's keeping him tanky enough to not die and just stay in the front side. I mean, we've seen him get relatively close to dying, but this is, you know, the Uranus is just kind of a hassle to deal with. Now, Cram, he's gotten some good Daytona's welcomes. They've gotten some decent fights for SRG, but the problem is not only getting through Lootby, but trying to catch Kyrie. It's almost like they have to pay too much attention. Do we go for Kelra? Do we commit to Kelra, or do we commit to Kyrie? It's like choosing what you want to eat tonight, you know, and that's a big problem for SRG to get through.
Sounds like a first world problem, but it's not just that. They're also thinking about Sans. And all this while, there's this big, massive tree walking up, and whatever the hell Uranus is. Not to mention, he's the only Purify holder, which also, get this, gets rid of Brody's stacks. So even Innocent can't deal with Lootpi, even if he stood underneath his ult.
Yeah, really good clear here on the Lord, though, at least. We'll see if Onic gets some tier 2 turrets. That might be all they get. SRG's playing really carefully just to not get caught. Their side of the jungle. They've got the waves pushing in, but they're really well handled. So maybe, again, silver lining in this, SRG doesn't have to lose too much off that Lord take that Onic got. It's more down to, again, a fight. They're going to just hold this orange buff hostage. It looks like Keyboy. Welcome.
Detna's welcome. Cram throws him right into the wall. Lootpi, though, happy to take it. Didn't even use the Purify. And Kyrie and the rest of Onic punish him. Keyboy with the Dryads holds him down, but pays the price, falls alongside Suns. So, despite Onic having really good footwork, they have to respect the damage SRG has. 3v4 Yumes holding Kyrie and Kelra down, forcing him back. Yeah, Onic have to find neutral again. They can't do it without Sans or Keyboy.
Yeah, they're going to have to back off here. That was really good positioning from Yumes, though. You know, he waited patiently in that brush, saw an opening for Sans, went right to him. And so they were able to go ahead and split up. And that might be the kind of the game plan here for SRG as the fights break out, where, you know, someone's got to play this waiting game. Go from the back line, put pressure. Again, we mentioned this in the beginning of the game where it's like, all right, we have to pop the flicker from Kelra, or at least put enough pressure on Sans where the Eternal Guard might be dropped down early, so it can't be that setup that's been working for Onic so well. So amidst it all, SRG keeps things kind of under control.
Interesting why Lootpi decided to pop the consecration there. I think he felt there was a fight about to break out. And I'm not sure if that Detna's welcome attempt was exposed to Onic, but alas, both teams are just playing the map, clearing what needs to be cleared so that they're ready to dance.
With Lord being up, both teams getting in position. It looks like there was some pressure there towards Uni's buff just to see maybe if he could get the retribution out, but it doesn't happen. Oh, Cram.
Cram gets spotted out by Kyrie.
Oh, he doesn't have stacks.
No, he doesn't. He goes for Detna's welcome. No one home. He's a tiny little baby dinosaur. No! And he gets popped here, Kyrie. Max stacks making the most of it. Lootpi survives. Double ult. Deadly magic sand torn apart memory. SRG are down a man. They can't even contest. I'm not so sure this is a good idea, Joseph.
Oh, big stack.
Oh, they take down Patrick Star. This is no good, SpongeBob. And the Lord goes straight to Onyx side, putting him in a black and yellow jersey.
I don't know who I feel more bad for. Patrick Star, the glue, or just a small Barats without stacks, man. Feels like, you know, you almost feel bad for him trying to run away from Kyrie.
He was
minuscule. And 10-0-4 right now for the KERANA in the hands of Kyrie. Again, he wanted to put on a show for all the fans out there of Onic. Well, Kyrie is doing just that. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and cap off this game with this Lord push, but SRG, oh, they got to be careful here.
Oh no, he's tiny again. Oh,
Get stacks, Cram.
Yep, Onic know that Cram needs to build up, so they're taking all of the chances to deny him the stacks. Here we go, he's catching up. He's a medium-sized Barats right now. It's a matter of holding it down. I think he's at max stacks as we speak. But again, time it out. He's starting to shrink. Look.
Yeah, he's got to get and Keyboy has been doing a good job at kind of keeping him away too from these minions, so he can maintain stacks. But as long as he hits the heroes too, it should be fine. But Lord is now down bottom. Keyboy with a conceal.
Oh, massive Eternal Guard. Down goes Yumes. Cram here, approaching max stacks, still holding on to Detna's welcome. Turret down bottom has already been cracked, so there's pressure on their base. Lord still standing, wails away at the mid lane inhibitor a couple times. Sans forcing Uni back, point blank card trick. Onic are taking it slow here. Stolen EG, help him push back, but Kelra takes it down quick.
I think they just want to get this turret, so another wave needs to be pushing in here. So right now, SRG does a pretty good job, I'd say. Now that they've dealt with 2 Lords being secured by Onic, they only lose 1 base turret, so that's not bad. It's just the main thing of, again, not getting caught in this position where it converts to a couple kills to Onic. they still don't have an answer for this fully stacked Kyrie Hirata. Oh, look at this positioning. Is Uni going to try to make a play?
Okay, so Detna's welcome, finds one. It's Keyboy, but Kyrie takes down Innocent first. And Kelra gets taken down. Cram finds his man, but Kyrie wants to finish the job. Finds Yoom, gets a double, and now San survives. Just like that, they're down to 2. Uni needs to go home to defend. Stormy, this is a lost cause. Kyrie finds him. Gets to, I can't believe it, 14 kills.
Oh,
14 kills on Kyrie right now. And I'm not sure Uni can defend.
Oh, another one. Leo, that looks like it's going to be it. Onic will make it happen here. The fans in the crowd can cheer because it's going to be a sweep against SRG to get to the grand final once again for another shot at the championship of Games of the Future 2026.
One step closer to a rematch. Just like that. Onic. What understanding of the metagame and their own playstyle too.
Yeah.
This is impressive.
Very impressive, man. Again, probably one of the best games, if not the best, that we've seen from Hirata. They're going to go ahead and just walk into the grand finals with a sweep. Not expecting that, but they're feeling pretty good about it too. And that was a really tough one for Selangor Red Giants. Again, GG's well played to them as they will go down to the 3rd place match tomorrow to see who they'll face up again. Again, smiles on the face for Onic. You know, it was a good fight. I felt like it was a really good fight until you couldn't solve the problem of the Hirara fully stacked, and that's kind of what we've seen in this meta. But again, hopefully we get to hear some insights over on the panel later on. But for now, we are going to be taking it over to a quick break before we head on to our next match.
Welcome aboard Air Astana. Our airplane flies into the realm of dreams. Relax as if at home, with satisfied reflection throughout your flight. You will rest and regain curiosity for new discoveries and encounters. After all, dreams are also part of the journey.
Get home internet and a smartphone for free with a premium family plan.
Get ready for school with WB. WB, all you need for classes and breaks with try-on and payment on delivery.
And welcome back here. We're once again, we already know that our first grand finalist here, and it's Team Onic. I mean, the team hasn't lost a single map for entire tournament. And you guys know what? We have a great guest here, Kelara and Kyrie from Team Onic. Welcome, guys.
Hello, thank you.
Congrats, both of
Thank
you.
you, thank you.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome.
I mean, what was that? Unstoppable. You're not stopping anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Two of
Yeah.
them, the whole team is going without losing anything at all till this point. And you only got one more game to win, and then you're there at the top. The
Yes.
finals. Right, that was a huge, I mean, this is an unstoppable team that we are talking about here. And of course, we got Kyrie and Kelara right here. I mean, you've been going as a proper duo. You've been setting up, I mean, Kelra's been setting up the kills, getting ready for Kyrie to finish it off. I mean, that was a good move right there. And also, let me talk about the draft. I mean, Kyrie went with Hirara in the second one. But that was actually already planned because Uni took the Hirara in the first one.
Yeah, actually, I didn't do anything with the drops. It was all our coach, and yeah, we're just there to play. Me and Kara is just there to play and do our best.
Great job, both of them.
Shout out to Onyx coach. Because of you, your players got into the grand finals. Congratulations once again. You guys were the return champions, and you guys are here to defend your title. Now I have a question to you, both of you guys. And I mean, Kyrie already said that he wants to see Aurora. What about you, Kelara?
Aurora, I want to see Aurora in Grand Finals.
You like to see Aurora as well? I have a random question. How to beat you guys?
You can ask Team Spirit.
Yeah.
You can ask Team Spirit? I mean, they're all gone.
Oh, yeah.
But nonetheless, great job once again. Kara, is it your first time in Kazakhstan?
First time in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time. How do you like it? How is the country for you?
I like the weather and food here in Kazakhstan. I really like it.
You really like it? That's awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. I mean, you guys showed your unstoppable play all around the world and coming back through, right? Who does the short calling during the game?
Sino sa caller?
Our shot caller is Sans and Keyboy.
Okay. And Keyboy? Nice, nice.
Shout out to Sans and Keyboy.
Shout out to Sans and Keyboy.
Of course, I mean, it's a team match. I mean, it's a team play at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, great performance, both of you. And you got anything else to check with them? I mean, we got the possible champions. I mean, you only got one more game to win, and you're up there with the trophy. But yeah, good luck for the next one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Hopefully see you again tomorrow after we win.
Yes,
of
we're
course.
looking forward for that.
Any last words before you guys go to any Filipino fans out there, any SA fans out there?
Thank you for our fans here in Kazakhstan, and thank you for supporting us. Keep supporting us tomorrow.
Sounds good. That was Kelara and Kyrie from Team Onic. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much, and good luck tomorrow once again. Take care. Thank you very much for your time. That was Kelara and Kyrie. Yeah, nonetheless, we got our first finalist here at the Jack Peugeot Arena. Now we know who is going to play tomorrow for our grand trophy of 315,000 USD dollars for the first place.
That's a big money, and I would say Onic is this close to getting there and grabbing it. And in the meantime, we have the highlights up on the screen. We are seeing almost like 7 minutes. That was a very tight fight between both. I think for this one also, I mean, SRG went really hard initially. I mean, the first couple of minutes, and then Onic actually took hold of the game around this time, as we are seeing on the screen, around 7 minutes, and then Onic was on a roll going forward. I mean, I really like how Kyrie and Kelara actually played together. Like, that was a power duo, I would say. I mean, Kelara was setting up everything for Kyrie to finish off. I mean, Kelara, I believe the last time I checked, Kelara had around 6 or 7 at the minimum for the assist, and Kyrie, like, huge kill number as well. So I mean, we're gonna have the stats up on the screen, but while we watch highlights, I mean, you can see around 10 minutes Onic is still going non-stop, right?
Yeah, I mean, the fight was non-stop. Selangors were showing the promising results. I mean, they were close to show Onic the great game of MLBB, but unfortunately they are not going to be the finalists here. But they're not out. You know, they'll be playing. This is the first team who have gonna play tomorrow for the 3rd place at our beautiful Ejector Arena here in beautiful Astana. Yeah, now we see Onic and Selangor. Like I said, Selangor, in my opinion, is the closest team to beat Onic. And to be fair with you, if Selangor is now out, I honestly think Onic has got it, to be honest. And we'll see how Aurora is going to play against the Bigatron by Vitality, but nonetheless, Onic is now hard favorite to get the trophy.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, Kyrie was on a non-stop roll, just as the team itself, Onic. I mean, they've been on a roll so far. I mean, as you can see, around 17-minute mark, they had almost double the kills compared to Selangor Red Giants, and that was a pure chaos right there, as you can see it on the map. And I mean, big shout out. And also, it's interesting to see that Lutpi actually stayed with Uranus for this game as well. There was Hassan, he didn't make any changes for this one, while Kyrie actually took Yunis hero, Hirata, for this one. But I mean, at the end of the day, Onic won, and they are still unbeatable or unbeaten now. We still don't know because there's still one more game to go.
It's not even unbeatable. they can't lose a single map, man. And we see Kyrie with 15 kills, man. 15-04 at this game of MLBB. 15 kills at the. You're getting 15 kills on a game for the grand finals for $1 million. I mean, with this performance, I mean, you're more happy to just enjoy it. I mean, what can you do?
Of course, and Kelra, he did set up 10 assists for the team. I mean, that's commendable. Half of the kills, let's say. I mean, he had the assist for that. Great play by all of them, and also they've been shouting up for their teammates as well. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team play, and the whole team played really well to get to that end of that game. But let's not forget, SRG really did put up a fight. They did their best to get out there and then somehow get to the end. But I mean, at the end of the day, as Steelborg always says, I mean, there can only be one winner, right?
There can be one winner, and honestly, losing actually was also beneficial because you're losing and getting experience and getting to know where it needs to be work and to be unbeatable, just like the team Onic. I mean, if you want to be a great team like that, you need to first meet up with a couple of losses in order to be a champion. And the champion is our Freedom Bank for sponsoring this general tournament. We appreciate them so much. Because of them, this whole MLBB wasn't possible. And thank you very much, Freedom, once again for making this possible. Moving forward, I mean, did you see this guy, Kyrie? He has 15 kills, 0 deaths, and 4 assists out of 20 kills. I mean, he's at 95% of kill participation. He missed only one single kill that he wasn't even assisting or getting a kill for. I mean, what an absolute Chad here, Kyrie. Also, in real life, he's a very calm and humble guy. An awesome performance here on the Kyrie and the whole Onic squad. Moving forward, congratulations to them for making it to the grand finals. They're champions for the reason, and we'll see how they can defend their title here in beautiful country and the beautiful city of Astana, and we'll get to know that.
That's true. I mean, up next we got the Aurora versus Bigatron coming up next. That's the only thing that's left for today to see how that goes. As you can see, the picture is on the screen right now. We have the results for the first semifinals done now. We have Onic scored against SRG. Onic has won both of the games, and now we're going to be heading next to Aurora versus Bigatron. And of course, after that, we are heading to the finals tomorrow, the grand finals everybody's been waiting for. And also, we can see the fan base right here on the in the arena. I mean, today's been really alive, right? I mean, it's been chaotic on the play field. At the same time, it is very energetic and very high energy right here vibes in the arena.
100%. I mean, people are here to watch great games of Mobile Legends, and people here are just happy to see everything. And also shout out to KASIH for sponsoring physical digital fighting here also in beautiful Astana. It's in a different arena as well. Take a look. Thank you very much, KASIH, for making this possible and sponsoring this event and making this tournament possible as well. And moving forward, I mean, now we have one finalist, we have one team who's gonna be at the third one, and as you were mentioning, Bigatron by Vitality, they came back yesterday. Came back yesterday. They lost first game to a team of Pro Esports.
Yeah.
And they pulled it off from game number 2 and 3. So we'll see if they can actually be a grand finalist.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember the first game yesterday with Bigatron and Pro Esports, that was a 20+ minutes match. I mean, that was also one long game that we had right there yesterday. They really fought really hard, and also that was a very critical fight because they got the first match, and then the Pro got the first match. Bigatron took the second, and of course then Bigatron finished it off, and then moving to the semi-finals, that is for today. Really good game yesterday, I would say. I mean, they came really close for the first one, for the win with the Pro, but then they had Pro really had a lead too. But I mean, at the end of the day, third game, Bigatron just took it. Bigatron by Vitality. We are really excited to see how that's going to turn out today here at the semi-finals, and if they are really going to make their way to the finals tomorrow. And of course, Aurora. If Aurora wins, I mean, we are repeating the same pattern that we had last year for 2025 games of the future. We're going to be basically copy-pasting the finals for this year of the games of the future from 2025. Do you think that's going to happen?
Not copy-paste yet, because we don't know if the Aurora is going to win, because Aurora were also in the break of elimination against Team Falcons, and the Team Falcons got a good fight. Even Aurora wins this the match, right? The next is going to be Aurora against Onic, and I mean the team, we got Pago saying twice that he wants to meet them specifically, and they wants to be 3-0 sweep. I honestly don't think so, but we'll definitely see how it's going to know. I mean, how it's going to end up. I mean, we definitely get to see Vitality as well. I mean, as game progresses, they played it well. Bigatron by Vitality, and we'll get to see how are they ready to surprise us and surprise everybody and surprise Aurora, and can they actually win Aurora?
Yes, true. And looking at yesterday's games, even Aurora had probably the longest game that we have had in this tournament. I mean, their third match against the Falcons yesterday, we were looking at a 27-minute match yesterday, 27-minute game. I mean, that was long. That was really long. I mean, that was fought between both of the teams really well. But I mean, that match, Sigibam took the MVP, and but they had a really good lead when it came to the win on the third match yesterday, where Aurora actually took the win with a 21-10 score. But that was a good lead, but that went way too long, right?
I mean, it takes forever because they're here playing for the $1 million, and they're here to win and do their best. I mean, unfortunately, Falcons are out and Pro Esports are out, and they're not getting, they're not having the same chance that the team of SRG is having right now at the moment. Yes, they are out, but they're not eliminated from the tournament yet because they'll be playing tomorrow for the third game. And we have a wonderful video about getting to know a little bit more of the teams, and let's get to introduce each other.
The games of the future are a very challenging ordeal. It is a competition aimed at evaluating performance both at the digital and physical stages, which encourages strong ambitions, drive, and spirit. Today, though, we have gathered our athletes to take a quick break and try out Kazakh national